Alright, so we are just refreshing the bedroom, and that's Kim just touching up the window because we've taken off a blind. So the paint color that you've used in here is called what? Do you remember?
I think it's mushroom.
It's mushroom? And this is from Bear Paints?
Bear Paints, Home Depot. Love it. I've only painted once. I didn't paint the room twice. It's only, this is one coat.
And that's some of her actual artwork. Kind of a little scary over top of a bed, but you know, it actually has got a very neat vibe to it. You don't want to tick that bird off. So what was the color in this room before?
Yellow.
Yellow. So yellow, the color of the beak, yellow?
Yellow, yeah. And terracotta.
Yellow and terracotta.
Uh-huh.
So, and Kimmy is a spherical, a strong colored spherical. So those are not her colors. What are in the bedroom right now are definitely her colors.
And you know what? What a difference. I feel 1,000 times better. I just want to hang out in the bedroom.
That is a really good thing, and who wouldn't? What an awesome view, even on a
cute little spot now.
Yes, and that's what your bedroom should always be about. So what I want to do now is let's put up the blind. In large windows, especially large windows, you're going to find that a lot of times the measurements are not the same from the top to the bottom.
Oh God, you're kidding.
Yeah, and so what I recommend always is to measure the bottom, measure the middle, and measure the top, and the same thing with the distance, but the length doesn't matter as much, and the reason is because what sits on the counter is not, you know, or on the ledge is not that important.
Yeah.
But what is important, it's the width, right? Oh, so that means you got to have it cut down again. So let's see how you did. Okay, so you already know valance is going to be probably a little longer.
Okay.
So we're not going to panic about that, but let's see how the actual blind fits, and we're going to need a little bit of help here because it's a little heavier.
Heavy, weighs a flippin' ton. There's cats. This is my new cat.
Oh.
Hi, cats.
Oh, there's a kitty. Okay, now watch. And let's see if this is going to fit. Is it fitting? Nice job! Woohoo! Oh. No panic. All right, so now what we're going to do... Who's a kitty?
I know.
All right.
This is my new cat. I have a new friend, a new cat now. She's not the terracotta colors anymore because I changed the interior of my place.
Now you've attracted
so now I have
different.
a gray color with some taupes and earth tones.
Well, you know what? Isn't that just amazing? Okay, so now these are brackets. So I'm going to be showing you how. Now how they were set up here before was they were put this way, and which meant that the actual bracket. You see this little little tip thing here that's there?
Yeah.
You pull that down. It's going to be a little tough to begin with. Okay, so that's how it was actually mounted.
Okay.
That's not the right way because the blind could just fall out.
Fall down, yeah.
Because this thing, though it's sticky right now,
Yeah.
it loosens up over time.
Within years, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what you want to do also is you'll notice that there's holes in the top and all over the sides and underneath. Now, can you imagine what those are for? The bigger holes?
No clue.
Okay, so...
Probably the blind fits in there?
No.
Okay, I am so not knowing. Thank you, Jen, for being here. I swear
Where
to
is
God.
the drill? What did I do with the... Oh, it's on the tape.
Drill is on it. Okay.
I will show you what those bigger holes, if you see them on the bottom of a bracket, are for.
You know what? Most people don't know how to do this.
I know. I used to do this for, you know, a long time. Look, gee.
No way.
It's to put your drill through.
No way.
So, because of course you have access this way.
Yep.
And you have access that way.
Yep.
But how do you get to those top ones? Because then you're going to be...
You can't.
So that's why they made the bigger holes at the
No
bottom.
way.
To,
I would never have known that. I couldn't have done this.
So-
I couldn't have done this. The average person can't do this.
well, I'm not average.
Definitely not.
Okay, so again, you want to have, so you have to determine how you want to have this position. Now, because we already know that the valance is going to be sticking out, we want to mount this as close as possible to the face of the window not against the back, okay? So that the valance can run free onto the top part of the wall.
Okay, I wouldn't have known that either.
So, because if you did it in here,
I would have done the opposite.
you would have went back.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason you don't want to do that is because then you'd have to get the valance cut, number one.
Right.
And this also leaves a dead air space between the blind and the window.
Not
so
a good thing.
no, it's a good thing. You want to have dead air because that gives you an insulation factor as well.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't rub on the window and you don't have any aggravation and stuff like that. So then, because this is all drywall, so it doesn't matter. You've got your determination on how you want to mount it. So in this instance, I would probably put one on the top, and I'd put, a couple inside the wall this way.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you could do two on the top. You can do overkill if you want. So what you're doing?
Do we do plugs or?
Because what we did, this is pretty solid, and when you're dealing with a lot of the window frames like this, this is a plywood. This is like an actual,
2x4?
2x4 that's around it. Usually there'll be a header that comes up. Now what can be kind of confusing, which drives me crazy, but they'll put this header here and then it'll step back and it'll have nothing. Like, why? Builders, hear me. Please put an actual 2x4 above it, above the header, so you can hang up above it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going into dead air space, especially with the 6-inch, walls.
Yeah.
So they'll have the 2x4 that's there, the header of the actual window, but then just directly above it, which is where you're going to mount all your window cover, all your drapery and your rods is above. There's nothing, so you need plugs. And it's just a simple matter of, putting it up ahead of time. But anyway, that's one of my little pet peeves. So what you're doing is, I'm just going to show you, is you're lining this top part, okay? You're lining that top part up to the top of the window. And now I just need a screw, and see how we were using those ones, I'll just reuse them. So, now, and of course we're not going to go back in those holes because they were mounted way towards the back. So I am just going to mount this at the front here.
So what do you want me to do?
Nothing.
Hold anything?
Oh yeah, if you could hold it, that'd be great. It's nice having you being tall. A little short midget here. Okay, so, and the other thing is you want to make sure you get it in as level as possible. Voila. See? And that would probably hold it without too much trouble. We backed it up a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay because the valance will still fit in there just fine. Now, but what I want to do before we do everything, I'm going to put the other one in.
Okay.
And we're going to test.
Oh, okay, good idea.
Why put four in and go, uh-oh, something's wrong.
No, okay, no. Smart woman.
So we're just going to, again, take this off because it's easier to do when it's down.
Yep.
Then, there we go. So, again, big holes in the bottom. We don't need those in this because right now I'm putting it into the side.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll come over and hold.
And same idea. No, I think I got it this way.
Okay.
It was just trying to it's trying to hold the drill at the same time is the challenge here. But
you know what? I know this is going to make such a huge difference. Just the look, like upgrading.
Yes.
The others were just dead, old, dated, looking tired. And this is
okay. Well, what this is going to do is freshen it up. The other thing is, because this is a heavier blind, you're going to want to use a center support in here. Now, that was one of the things I noticed with the other blind. It was starting to droop.
Yeah, it was drooping.
Okay, so that's because of this distance.
Yeah.
You actually need to have something that's supporting it in the center.
Do we have that?
That's what these are for.
No way.
Yep.
Cool.
So again, you can see that they've got, now what they've done is they've got a slider. So when you see these metal things and they come in a box and you go, what the heck? And you're not wanting to read the instructions?
Yep.
Okay, so what you're doing is you can mount a screw inside here so that it has movement on where you want it to go. Because you see, it's going to sit a little bit different than the other brackets.
Yeah.
And so you may want to set it back a little bit further.
Oh, okay.
And you determine where the center is, and that does look like it's about the center right there.
Yeah,
in between, and you can measure, do that, but this allows you to move it back and forth. And I'm going to actually just move it back about this far.
The center's about there.
Okay, so I will move it back about there, because all you need it for is support. And I need another screw, and if you could pass me my drill. And then I'd like you to go look in the viewfinder and see if you can actually see me.
Okay.
Can you see
Oh,
me?
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, lovely.
All right, so one of the things you can do just to make this job a little bit easier
Do you want me to hold that?
No, what I'm going to do is pre-hole.
Okay, pre-hole.
So I'm going to just drill this in.
I'm going to need more of these.
There's a whole package. I just didn't use theirs. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do a quick pre-hole.
Yep.
And then I'm going to back it off. Okay. So that, now when I put it in, I don't have to sit there and wiggle with it.
Okay.
So now I'm using that bottom. You see that bottom big channel?
Yep.
That's what it's for.
No way. Okay, you want me to hold this?
No, I think I got it, because that was part of the reason. You should be able to do this by yourself. So if you can do it by yourself,
No way.
there you go.
Oh.
Amazing, huh?
Love it.
Okay, so one of the things you also want to
Every
make sure.
woman needs to know how to do this.
Exactly. It's not rocket science. Now, the one thing you want to do, which I'm going to show you, you can close one of them up, which is where we'll just leave that one closed up.
Okay.
But what I want you to do is, you see, where are the strings? Where are the controls and the blinds right now?
Geez, I don't even know what's the front and what's the back.
Okay.
That would be
So what you want to
that's
do?
got to be the
Look inside the headrail.
inside the headrail.
The headrail is the thing that's at the very top. What do you see?
Okay, looks like this side is the strings.
Okay, and where are the strings?
Strings are on this side, the right side.
I know, but where are they right now?
They're right inside here.
So I think we need to take them out.
Okay. Okay. We're taking them
And
out.
we need to take out the instructions.
And then we're taking out the warning sign.
Warning sign.
Warning.
Okay.
Something's very
Yep, that's
young children and strange cords and beads and
And
loops and
tangle
chains
up and horrible
yeah,
things.
not
that
a
can
good
happen.
thing. Okay, we got that. Okay.
Okay, so
warning.
Warning. Okay. So one of the things that you want to deal with your blinds is when you're ordering them, think about whether you're right-handed or left and how you want to open it. Now in this case, it's a right control. So I'm now on these blinds. Sometimes
These are heavy, Jan.
they're very. Oh, they've got their wand on this. So they've actually got their controls on opposite. One is a lift. The string is a lift. The wand that is going to go in on the left-hand side is the tilt. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of times I put them together.
Yeah.
So that you have access on both sides. But it's
Okay.
up to you, right?
No, that's fine the way it is.
Yep. So
Okay
now
with
what
that.
we're going to do is, careful of the lamp. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently put it in that side. Make sure you don't get the top caught. Oh, and this is a little bit of an issue. I should have thought of this, and so I'm not that smart. What it's doing is it's affecting the center bracket. You see the center bracket is right dead center with the strings.
Okay, not a good
So
thing.
this is why before you put all the screws in,
This is why you wanted to have it on,
Yes.
on the side, and I talked you into putting it
put it in the center. Exactly.
Oh,
Now I had it off to the side a little
okay,
bit.
you know what you're doing. I was a bad influence.
So, not a problem. We don't want to
Okay.
do too many screws, but this is okay.
Okay.
Now, I just wanted to show it because you don't think of these things.
But can crash.
Okay, so you reverse it out. Not a problem. So that was the center, and don't worry about it, the blind's going to hide it. So, now again, I'm going to do the exact same thing, but move it over. Now, you saw how much I need to move it over, because the string
Yeah.
was right dead center.
Yeah.
So this is to
Should
support.
we do both then?
Nope, you don't need that. This is not that big of a span. This is only like not even 5 feet.
Here and here?
Nope, you don't need to.
Okay.
Don't need to.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
if you want to, do you want to?
I don't care.
Because we can easily do it. We've got enough of them.
Would it hold the way it is?
Yes, but we've got the brackets if we want to use both. But the thing is, we got to make very sure that it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
going to hit the other one,
You're right.
right? So what would actually have to happen is it would be either based on where that was. Let's take a look. Watch your lamp again. Okay. So looking at where the strings are going, okay, that's almost exactly where you were wanting to put them again. You see?
Yep.
So what you would have to do is almost be in the middle here, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
Or
So it would be like here and possibly there, yeah. So we could do it on this side, right? And on that side. If you want to, I can do that. Because they are heavy.
they're heavy.
Okay.
I'm worried because we're not putting plugs in that with the heaviness of them. In the middle of the night, they're going to come down.
Okay. So for your peace of
And
mind,
I don't have Jan Addams around to save me from this